All right, I'm Nick. Today we are out. We are on the river. We are in the Old Town Salty 120 PDL. There's a road over there. It'll go away here in a minute, but I wanted to start this video. We're gonna do a on the water walkthrough of the kayak. I'm gonna tell you some things about the kayak, what I think it's for, who I think it's for, and who I don't think it's for, right? Shouldn't take too long. It'll be all based off of personal experiences and opinions. Overall, it is a good kayak, right? Well built, no questions about it. Obviously, the plastic is thick, it's beefy. You can pick it up, move it around, do what you want to do to it. You're not going to hurt it. Skid plates so you can drag it and so on. PDL drive, you know, it's the same PDL drives all other kayaks. Obviously, the gray storage area, it's shaped a little bit differently because it has to fit in there. Overall, great kayak, right? No real complaints. 12 foot, they listed at 85 pounds. Once you add the pedals to the equation, it's going to come in between 100 and 105 pounds. You move the pedals, it's easy to move, lightweight, easy to car top. I don't car top it, I put on a trailer, right? But light enough to do all of those things easily. Small enough to store well, no big deal. That brings us to storage, right? It's small, it doesn't have a front hatch, right? It's an open area. I removed that bungee. That's not a deal breaker or anything. You just know you don't have any storage in the front, okay? You do have storage in the pedal drive, which most of you are probably familiar with. I have some sunscreen, a microfiber towel in there, and so on. I keep my phone in there most of the time. You have the storage right there underneath the seat. You do have an interior hatch, or hatch lets you get inside of the kayak underneath the seat, but while you're on the water, that hatch is pretty much useless. It's there for rigging. Old Town has to put the pulleys underneath the steering and the rudder cables, or the rudder levers, so they need access to the inside of the kayak. In the back, you have a huge crate area. Obviously, we have a custom rod holder back there we built. We'll go into that more details later, some other time. But overall, it's a great kayak. It's lightweight, easy to throw and go. In my mind, if you wanted to fish from this, you are a minimalist who is either A, knows exactly what they're going to do and only needs to bring 3 rods and a small tackle box, or B, you are in it more for the hobby and the enjoyment, and you just enjoy a view like this and you don't really care. Obviously, this kayak was first designed as a recreational kayak by Ocean Kayak, a sister company of Old Town. Old Town took it, made a few small changes, added some rod holders, made the crate area bigger, and so on. And here you go. Very easy to use, all right? It's super easy to pedal. It's very, very fast. You know, you could fly with this thing. Maneuverable, yeah. Very maneuverable. Nothing to it. Current's moving pretty good in the river right now. You just can't see it, but it's definitely there. It's a good kayak, okay? Light for the minimalist. It's for the minimalist. Now, if you're a person who wants to bring, you know, way too many fishing rods, or you think that you need to bring 3/4 of Bass Pro soft plastic section, this kayak is probably not for you. There's just not much room. There's no storage in the back of the seat like the older models. It's just a flat area back there. You can put a bag back there. But it's just for a minimalist. Throw and go, fantastic kayak. I will tell you that my goal is to fish from this thing this year. My goal is to have this be my guide boat for all of charter season. Obviously, I've already used it a few times on the guided stuff. No issues, it's fast. I can get to clients easier. I can get around kayaks. I can park next to the clients easier. I can reach the water easier. It's plenty stable, right? That was a question, you know, is it stable? Yeah. I mean, if you are familiar with kayaks, it's stable. If you think it's a pontoon boat, it's not stable. If I put my head over here, yeah, I'm going swimming. I don't want to go swimming, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you get some water up here when you stand up. The shorter you are, the more forward you stand, the more water you'll have right there. You could buy scupper plugs. It does not come with scupper plugs. I personally am not a big fan of scupper plugs. I just take them out anyways, so I don't care if they give them to me or not. That's really it, guys. Overall, it's a good kayak. It's simple. Throw and go. If you want to bring half the tackle shop, it's not the kayak for you. Out of the box, the front end definitely, or out of the bag, right? Comes in a bag. Wants to go left and right very easy because the rudder has a pin in it. But once you add a bolt to it, even with the plastic rudder, this thing maneuvers great because it's so short and tiny, and the front end actually isn't like in the water, kind of like a banana, right? But turns well, pedals well. Obviously, reverse works great. You just slam that thing in reverse and off you go. Nothing to it. If you guys have any questions about the Old Town Salty 120 PDL, let me know. I think it's a great kayak. I would definitely go with this before I went with the Topwater 120 personally, because I enjoy the speed. It is so easy to pedal, right? That's major wind. Now it might not be. Let's use the definition of fast, right? Fast is the kayak design itself is only going to allow it to do 5.5, 6 miles per hour. It doesn't really matter how hard you pedal, okay? So we've pedaled at full speed next to the Predator, pretty much same top speed, okay? But like ease of pedaling, you can just barely move your feet and you're going places where the Topwater, being wider and in the water a little bit lower, you have to work a little bit harder. The Predator is longer, so it has more surface area. But even then, this thing just is easy to go. So if you're older, have knee problems, stuff like that, not in a hurry, this kayak dominates. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling. It's a good kayak. You got questions, leave them in the comments or email me at nick@navarrekayakfishing.com. Thanks for watching.